First and foremost, I want to start out by giving our glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash, and double honor to the apostles, elders, of great millstone, who I learned this truth from, who teach and rule well, teaching 100% truth, and peace, love, blessing, salutation to the sincere occupant, Art Wall, who are listening in on this truth and pushing in this truth, trying to make that card of election sure, and shalom to the brothers pushing this truth across the four winds of the earth, and shalom to the hopeful elect. May the card of election be upon your homes. All right, shalom. And hey, man, I'm coming back with another quick lesson. Just wanted to go into this brewing up war against the Gaza and the Israelis, which are not the true Israelites, which we know that according to the Bible, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Indians, and Native Americans are the real, Israelites of the Bible, and the people that's taking on now, those fake Jews, are, the heathens, and right now it's just a heathen rage, man, and it's just really prophecy going on, man. The Lord is pushing, hey, man, we seeing it, hey, man, cook up real fast, man, and the men of the Lord have been out here, saying these things and preaching these things, for years, man, and now we seeing it, man, firsthand. So with that, I want to get a little bit into this article, and then I'm gonna pull out a couple precepts, and that'll be that. But it say at least 35. This is on CNN World News. It say at least 35 killed in Gaza as Israel ramps up airstrikes in response to rocket attacks. It say tension between Israelis and Palestinians have escalated further as Palestinian militias in Gaza fired hundreds of rockets into Israel, which responded with ramped-up airstrikes on the coastal enclave as unrest spread to cities and towns beyond Jerusalem. It say as both sides traded airstrikes on Tuesday evening, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the nation from Tel Aviv, saying we are in the midst of a significant operation. Israeli bombing raids across Gaza have killed at least 35 people, including 12 children, according to Palestinian health officials, who also said 220 people have been injured as of Tuesday evening. The Israeli military said it had killed more than 15 militias. It say rockets were fired towards Tel Aviv in the early hours of Wednesday morning. Sirens could be heard warning of an impending attack around 3 a.m. local time. It was not immediately clear if there were any casualties. And as you can see right here, this is the picture, of those rockets that were shot off into Israeli by Gaza. And it say, I'll get this last little piece. I'm not gonna read this whole article. I just wanted to, get into that first little part just to give you a taste of what's going on, man. And the fact that we seeing prophecy, man, occur, man. And this all this is, man. This is the Lord's work, And it say in the town of Ascalon, 2 people were killed by rocket fire Tuesday, according to an Israeli military spokesman. A third person died in the town of Rishon LeZion, south of Tel Aviv, on Tuesday evening after a rocket attack. Israel media reported citing the Zakia emergency service. So, hey, man, with that, I'm gonna just go and get into a couple precepts. Salakia, I'm gonna go and get into a couple precepts with. Because like I said, man, hey, man, this is nothing but prophecy, man, and this is a beautiful thing that is happening, man, because we seeing that we getting closer to the end, man, we getting closer and closer, man, to, hey, man, getting up out of here, man, for us Israelites, man, for us sincere believers, man, that believe on this word and believe on this truth. This is Matthew 24:6. It say, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, man. Hey, man, because it's just the beginning of this thing, man. It's just letting us know that, hey, man, everything's about to kick off, man. That, hey, man, all these things about to kick off, man. The wars, basically Jacob's trouble, man. And we finna come into some real serious dark times, man. Because not only that, man, you got Russian. That thing about Russia trying to invade Ukraine or setting up, troops to invade Ukraine, man. And they told, the United States that they got involved, America, they got involved, that, hey, man, they was going to they sent threats towards them too, And that Ukraine is a part of the NATO, so, hey, America is not going to just sit back and let. So, hey, man, like I said, man, we seeing this thing, basically kick off, man, I'm gonna keep reading on though. It say verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilency and earthquakes in diverse places, man. We seeing all of those things, man. you know. But verse 8, it say all these are the beginning of sorrows, man. So this just the beginning, man. You know, this the beginning to, hey man, the fact that it's finna get real hell out here, man. You know. And for you ones that are not in the know, man, hey man, a lot of you are finna be taken unaware, man, and surprised about the things that's about to take place, hey man, in the earth, man. You know, this is ultimately prompting up World War III. You know. So with that, let me get another precept, just going back in on that whole Gaza situation, because hey man, like I said, man, this stuff has been prophesized, man. You know, this is Amos 1, and I guess I start from I start from verse 6. It say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive the whole captivity to deliver them up to Edom. Verse 7, but I will send fire on the wall of Gaza, and which shall devour the places thereof, man. You know, and hey man, that's what the Lord doing, man. You know, as we see, man, you know, with that airstrike that just hit Gaza, man. Hey, like I said, man, this is just prophecy, man. The Lord is bringing these things into history, man. You know, he's showing us that, hey, man, we in those times, man. Like I said, so it's going to be some real dark times, man. We in those times, man. You know, and this is just the beginning of, like I said, World War III. That is, and letting us know that, hey, man, this thing is about to kick off. So, hey, it's time to, hey, like the scripture say, man, gird up thy loins, man, if you in this truth, you know, and start focusing on, hey, man, what you need to do, man, and start, you know, using this truth to hey, man, to move in the right light, man, because, hey, as we can see, this thing is about to get serious, man, you know, and a lot of our people, hey, man, I have no clue on what's going on, man, you know, a lot of our people don't watch no news, they don't, you know, they not involved, you know, especially with this truth. You know, or anything, man. They don't know what's going on, man. So a lot of people finna be took unaware, man. Who not, you know, seeing this thing for what it is, man. Or who ultimately taking this thing like a joke, you know. Hey, man, all this is through the spirit of Yahweh Shah, man. This stuff has to happen, man. So with that, let me get I get another precept. Let me go to the 1611 version. I got a precept in there. Second Esdras. Salakia. This is on Second Esdras 13 and I think 31. Right. This is Second Esdras 13 and 31. It say, and one shall let me see. Hold on, wait. Salaki. Let me see if I can get it. I start from verse 30. This is Second Esdras 13 to 30. And it say, and it shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. Verse 31, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another, man. Because ultimately, man, all this gonna prop up, you know, when that World War III really kick off, you know, and hey, that realm is speaking about, hey, man, when Yahweh Shah, you know, come back with the host of angels, man, to crack the skies, man, to, hey, meet all them nations in the battle of Jehoshaphat, man, you know, in World War, when in the middle of World War III, man, you know. So, hey, man, it's about to get real, hey, man, hectic out here, man, you know. So for us brothers in the know, man, hey, man, we got to just hold on to the spirit, man, and keep praying to Yahweh Shah and keep holding fast, hey, man, that Yahweh Shah gonna be with us in these times, man, you know. But I keep reading on, I get 32. It say, and the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen, which I showed thee before, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. Like I said, Yahweh Shah coming back with the host of angels, man, you know, to meet these nations, you know, in the battle of Jehoshaphat, man, to ultimately take all these nations down, man, you know. He's going to gather them up. It say, and when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle. They have one. They have one against another. Verse 34, and an innumerable multitude shall gather together as they saw them willing to come and to overcome him by fighting, man. So like I said, he's gonna ultimately fight against these nations, because when they see the Lord, man, hey man, these Edomite, man, these heathen nations, man, they're gonna try to greet the Lord with violence, man. And they all gonna turn and stop fighting each other and try to fight the Lord, man. The Lord gonna take all them down, man. So that's what's ultimately all this prompting up to, to gather all the nations, to come against each other, and then ultimately set them up the battle of Jehoshaphat, where the Lord's gonna come and wipe all them out, man. Matter of fact, I get that precept, and I close out with that. I close out with that. Right, that's what it said. Joel 3. Let me go to the blue line. Joel 3. This is Joel 3 and 2. It say, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them. Therefore my people from my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Verse 3, and they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Let me see. Right, I'm gonna skip down to verse 9. It say, this is Joel 3 and 9. It say, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thou mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh. Verse 12, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about, man. And that's what's about to happen, man. That's the whole end all be all, man, of why the Lord, is ultimately blowing up these wars, man. To ultimately bring judgment, on these nations, man. And like I said, man, in Matthew 24, this is just the beginning of sorrows, man. This is just the beginning, man. This is just the beginning, man, of that ultimately brewing up to this end all be all, which what I just read in Joel, man. Like I said, the Lord bringing them to Jehoshaphat to judge the nations, man. So we just seen the beginning of this thing, and like I said, this is this is beautiful, man, and it's very spiritual, man. And hey, man, this is prophecy, man, and we seeing it come to fruition, man. So hey, man, if you on this, like I always say, if this true resonate with your spirit, man, this is the time to get it. Hey, man, to get right with the Lord while you can. Seek you the Lord 10 times harder, because hey, man, the doors of grace about to close, man. We seeing what's going on. Hey, man, this thing about to kick off. So hey, man, with that, I want to say, Lord willing, you was edified. To the next time, I want to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, who teach and rule well, teaching 100% truth. And peace, love, blessing, salutation, and sincere Akim Atwa, who are listening in on this truth and pushing in this truth, trying to make their call of election sure. And shalom to the brothers pushing the truth across the four winds of the earth. And shalom to the hopeful elect. May the call of election be upon your homes. Hey, to the next time, I want to say a wabab, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, a Baba, death and destruction to America, man, which is Babylon. Hey, man, keep the faith. Shalom.